continue part 2 of these $4 knockout tournaments that I played, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get. Just too much if I show up with Deuce 4, and Deuce 4 just shed the equity anyway. Same thing with Knight 4. Even with small blind, big blind has like big antes, unless there's something like at least stage. If there's something like 8 buy-ins, 6 buy-ins maybe, 6 buy-ins to 8 buy-ins, then I'm. Other than that, probably not gonna raise. I think anything under 6 buy-ins is not worth it. Even though, yeah, like losing here doesn't affect my stack at all. Again, it's just image-wise that people just not gonna give me any respects in the future streets. So, rather not to do that. S-Queen is definitely a raise, and definitely call off here. I think at this moment, people are carrying at least 4 buy-ins of bounties, so I'll definitely call here. Even without bounties, this is definitely a call. I can adjust my call range depends on how many buy-ins he carry on his bounties. If he has something like 5 buy-ins, I will consider calling like Ace 9 and King Queen, Ace 8, and any pair like pieces. And if anything above that, I'm just gonna widen my range. If anything below that, I'm gonna tighten my range. But S-Queen is definitely a call, even he's not carrying any bounties call. Dislike the fold. I think if at this point, if the River Tau and MK as sizable bounties, I would definitely raise here and try to pick out bounties here. If I fold, they probably didn't carry much bounty anyway. Yep, the replay just crashed. So, I would definitely call here because I think this guy. I think shoving here is okay. But I'm not sure about how much fold equity I have against the LT3 because he's racing into 2 stacks that he doesn't have any fold equities with, and he's also racing to a big stack. So I sort of assume that his hand is somewhat strong. Probably not true, so I think calling is probably a safe option, and I don't think there's any much reason for him to plus a lot of flops. So he goes check. It's weird. I block a king, so I don't think it's kings. I think it's probably make queens and jacks. Already strong hand like queen jack and king hand. Maybe occasionally ace queen. So I think I'll check here again. Against his checking range, I don't think I'm doing very well. Yes, I beat queens and jacks, but those hands are unlikely to do something else at all. So I think betting here is okay, but I prefer check, and I think it's a efficient line against his range and on his flop. Oh wow, I didn't even notice this guy. Okay, so I didn't notice this guy. So I changed stuff a lot. So this guy, I saw this guy's an original raiser. So okay, this guy's an original raiser. So that makes this guy's play much strange. I think he pairs and not sure about his fold equities, something like pocket sevens, and not sure if he should shove. So anyway, just take a check. I think I will check call once. I think betting a turn is fine. I'll definitely bet like king queen and king jack. But king 4, I think checking is fine. I think betting is fine too. I'll call once. Oh, I don't like just fold against this size. Yeah, I think it's really weak fold. I think I should pee all the time and see how river goes because he can be betting with a lot of clubs. Like even like pocket 5 clubs is he's probably gonna do it like this, and like queen nine with queen of clubs, stuff like that. But I think his check on the flop is fine because he's not sure about Carlos' range. So I think check and make Carlos bets will be much more easy than betting. So I think checking the flop's fine and betting his line is fine. And I think I should PO the turn once and fold some river. So this guy is twice in a row. It doesn't mean a lot. So yeah, like here, like unless this guy carries sizable amounts of bounties, I would say like again like above 6 buy-ins at least. Then I'll consider calling here. Otherwise, like yeah, it's a tenth of my stack. But unless he's carrying enough, then losing 1/10 of stack doesn't affect much. But the thing is, getting the chips like that by being like almost guaranteed underdog isn't like helping me into that final table at all. I think it's the play that's gonna limit my chance of making the final table and just pick up like 4 buy-ins. Then it's not worth it. Yeah, same thing with king 9. I think unless he's carrying sizable amounts of money. I'll call here because of the bounties, because this guy is getting anywhere, and again, at this point of time, people are carrying like somewhere about 3 to 4 buy-ins anyway, and just have to call, and it's a good opportunity to beat two players, and yeah, like if I take 2 bounties, 2 players with bounties, then it's much worth it. And a lot are just so sick with queen jack. It's not like I have queen 5 suited. Even queen 5 suited is still a very heavy call. And it's just a very good scenario for me. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but it's just a good scenario for me. I didn't get blocked at all. That's fine. So I think this guy doesn't have much fault equity, so I will kind of assume his hands will be range stuff like ace jack and 7s plus. I mean, ace is his call. I'm just gonna put in some kind of range. So I think ace jack and 7s plus will be reasonable. I think king 9 suited is you need some kind of tell for him to raise king 9 suited. To shove king 9 suited. So I wasn't playing very aggressive. I didn't show down like 4 deuce and 9 deuce or stuff like that. So space. Okay, so this is the spot that if big blind is carrying, again, depends on his bounties. If he's carrying like 4 buy-ins, I'll shove. If he's carrying less than 4 buy-ins, I'll fold. But he just picked up huge pots, so I'm gonna assume he has 4 and 4 buy-ins. So I think I prefer a shove here than a raise fold, just because of the bounties. So yeah, another misplay, I guess. It's just a rough patch that he has 4 and 4 buy-ins. He probably didn't. So again, if I knew, or if I saw that he has 4 and 4 buy-ins of bounties, then I think shoving here will be better than raise fold. And in a standard game, I think raise fold is gonna perform much better than shove a lot of times, unless this guy is, especially for 6-4 suited, unless this guy is reshuffling a lot, then yeah, shoving will be slightly better than raise folding. And then can't do much. So it's reshuffling again. Unfortunately, I have to give up here, right? I mean, obviously I'm going for this non-threatened and very easy pick up bounty, but unfortunately get reshoved and it's got folded. That's weird. So I'm gonna assume I probably will raise again folded to me. Like I have to call here, like first because of bounties, second, yeah, it's unexplainable shove, and his range shouldn't be really weak. His range should be something like Jack 10 suited above, Jack 10, Queen Jack suited, King Queen suited, but I just beat his range too much with Ace King. This is a cool spot to 3-bet, but at the same time, it's just the spot that seems so obvious. It's a good spot to 3-bet. And I think he's probably gonna be aware of that, and so he's like, if I had 3-bet to like 24 here, just set up a good stack for him to shove on top of my 3-bets. So against a really weak player where he's not defending 3-bets enough, this is probably okay to 3-bets. Otherwise, it's a spot that I think is just too obvious, and the stacks I set up for him to 4-bet really lie against me because it's just such a good 3-bet bluff spot. So I think I'm folding here, and if I were want to split 3-bets, I will either go for min 3-bets or a 3-bet shove. Min 3-bets means that I will 3-bet to like 18K and play post flop out of position. I think this is okay to raise, but folding is fine. So this guy seems quite aggressive. I think he's been raising a lot. So something to be aware of. So the call, then he has 4 big blinds. Yeah, unless he has stuff like King Queen or Queen Jack. Unfortunately, I didn't block much of his stuff. Like he doesn't have Ace Queen or Queen 10. I think he's gonna have like mid pairs sometimes, and sometimes really weekend. Like I don't think it's weekend like 5-4 suited ish, but I think King or Queen will be majority of his, not majority out there. I would say like 40% of his range, maybe more, like 60-ish. So unfortunately, I still have to shove because he can have stuff like King Jack, and yeah, and sometimes weekend hand like 8-9. Yeah, so like Queen or King will be huge part of his stuff. Like King, Queen, Queen Jack, Queen Jack, Queen 10 type of hand. I think it's traceable, but without any obvious target for bounties, I think folding is fine too. So yeah, if there's any fragile stack that's good to attack, I think versus is okay with my stack. Obviously, I keep behind only have stuff like 20 big blinds or less, then definitely no. But with my stack, that it's pretty comfortable. Yeah, I think raising here is fine. And I suited, unfortunately can't call. This is definitely big enough to threaten my stack, so definitely not gonna risk here, no matter how much bounty he's carrying. Even he's carrying like 10 buy-ins and still folding here. Like losing here is just gonna limit my chance of making to final table way too much. So yeah, even he's carrying something like 20 buy-ins and still folding. Pocket fours under the gun again. This is, I would say, a little similar Queen 3 suited, where I think I need a very obvious target villains where they have very short stack or under, I'll say, everyone stack and good bounties, then I'll consider raising. Otherwise, I think I'm just folding and play standard. I'm calling here just because of the odds and see how it goes. I mean, queen 3 suited just doesn't hit very well. Even if I hit a queen, it sucks. I have to play really cautiously out of position. So, but due to the odds, I think it's okay to peel and see how it goes. And just gonna check for here with no spade at all. Interesting to see how that goes. And this guy mean bets again with an ace on the turn. I think this guy will be peeling with some backdoors of hearts or occasionally some back diamonds. I would say you'll be calling like king, queen, or king of hearts, ace 10 with ace of hearts. So let's see. So I think he's holding okay amounts even to this size. But I think even with this size, I think queen 10 and all this king queen should be calling once. Even though it's make the range really weak, like his range really weak, but it doesn't matter this kind of stack, and especially when you make this kind of play. Jack somewhat is a range like queen jack, king jack. And it's like checks. I think he should value betting his queen jack and king jack for sure. I don't think it's much SX. Sometimes he might have stuff like ace queen, ace 10, and doesn't want to raise the turn very occasionally. But I'll say yes, like king 10 or king queen sometimes. Let's see how it goes. So you bet 64k. Not sure about this guy will call. I mean, he's been mean betting. On turn and flop, so I don't think it's much to call to these bets. There's queen raise on the gun. I think I'll 3 bet here or call here. Shove is fine too. I will actually tighten out this A7 range here. Because I just shoved in a previous hand. So I don't want to get into too much of dynamic going on here. And with 20 big blinds is the stack that I don't want to risk too much to gain bounties. This is the stack that I want to get. I want to increase my chance of get into final table as much as possible. So I'm not gonna play too tricky by raising here and try to call small blinds. It's not worth it. Even if he has like 10 buy-ins. So I think I'll switch back to play standard because losing any chips or much affect my room of play. Like if I lose 5 big blind here, I lose my weapons or arsenal from double barreling to only single barreling. So the situation I forced to play standard, like here, like 40 big blind, yeah, sure I can call. And if it's 10 buy-ins of bounty, yeah, if I have 40 big blind, yeah, I'll call. But with only 20 big blinds and not sure about how much bounty he has, definitely a fold. So right here, so get called here. I think majority of times it's going to be pairs, king, queen, all those hands, ace 10 type of hand. So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, stack size, step out ratio. If I bet here, I'll get shoved a lot by hands I might be chopping, like ace 10, ace 7, king, queen, and deuces and threes and all those hands. All the hands have good equities like sevens and deuces. So I'll check. I think I can check call once and see. Majority of the times I might check fold. And to protect that, I will have some check shelf range something like pocket tens plus. I think check shove here is fine, depending on his flop c-bet frequency. If his flop c-bet is out of line, say over 70%, yeah, I'll check shove here. And if I have no stats on hand, I'll check fold or check call. I think majority time I'll check fold here. It's as weak as he looks, it sucks. And especially I carry a ace of hearts. With this size, I think it's okay to check call, even though it makes my range really weak. So yeah, with ace of hearts, I'll check call. If I have like ace of diamonds, then I'll check fold. So I think, yeah, my range is so weak, he can be double barreling a ton here, and I'll be forced to fold. It sucks. That's probably the problem of check calling on a flop. So depending on his flop frequency, it's gonna change my play. Like if he's too high, I'll definitely shove because I value shoving and protection. But if his flop c-bet frequency is like 50% or 60%, it's really balanced. Then I don't want to take the risk like that by shoving S8 because it's going to be a very marginal play. So, yep, against unknown or frequency that is, I'll say, pretty standard, then I'll check call once and see how it goes. And if it's a heart or 8, I'll continue, or an ace, I'll continue. 7, I'll fold, I think. Queen Jack, I'm folding here. I mean, with 14 big blinds, not gonna do too much. Gotta walk. That's good. And calling here, I think he's shoving way less than target 7. This is a spot that, yeah, if I lose here, it's gonna affect my stack a lot. It's gonna change my stack from where I can play a reshove game or a single barrel game to complete push fold. So it's gonna limit my options in the future. But sometimes just too positive. And I think at this point, people are carrying like 6 to 8 buy-ins on average. And I got really lucky to have Ace King coming along. So lucky pot, but not so lucky. Queen 10 suited, I think it's okay to just shove here because it's such a good hand and it's such a good stack for them to reshove back to me. Like, yeah, my raising range will be wide here, so it's make them more wanna to shove wider, and they have a stack, the perfect stack to do that with. It's a perfect reshove stacks. Like if they reshove it at 4 equities, and my opinion should be really wide here anyway, and they should have tons of 4 equities. And with Queen 10 suited, I really hate to get reshoved, so I think open shove here is fine. With that being said, I still go for a standard mid raise and see how it goes. Okay, get called and good flop. Hopefully I get check raised by like 10-8, Queen 8. 10-8, Queen 10. I don't know, even like Queen, King, Queen. I block 2 jacks. Well, it sucks, but whatever. I dislike the fold. I actually hate the fold. I think at this point on, I should be taking, with my stack, I should be risk tiny bets to pick out the bounties. I don't like the folds here at all. The problem is like, yeah, I'll go to showdown, but whatever. I mean, people will understand I'm just trying to get the bounties. So I got min 3 bets. It's interesting. I will be calling a ton anyway. I will be calling like hands that I'm not sure if I should be reach out to him. Something like ace check, ace queen. Like he hasn't been 3-betting me at all. So if I have stuff like ace queen now, I might be worried and try to call and see how it goes. Majority of the time I will shove pre anyway. But if it's stuff like king queen, I will likely to just call. So I'll mixing aces to my calling range. I think calling is fine. I actually think calling is makes my hand looks too strong, majority of the time I'll be calling like king X or pairs like pocket nines, pocket tens. I'll probably shuffle that pre 8, 7, maybe. So I think both check call, check shove are fine. 6 suited, that's an interesting hand to have. Definitely call off here because the odds and I can risk 70k at the moment with my stack. So, and I think he's carry again considerable size of bounties. So definitely take a risk. And get lucky and hold. So I have a really comfortable stack now. I think this is final 2 tables, I believe. And everyone is carrying, I'll say, around 8 to 12 buy-ins. So it's just a really considerable amount of buy-ins. So I should be raising a ton. I think calling is fine. I don't have a tendency to call that early position raise in position with Broadway like this. I'm more of either 3 bets or fold. Yeah, I think there's just pros and cons on calling here. And it also makes my, it's just gonna make more likely to get squeezed. But I can see how calling is good here, especially with King Jack. And especially in position, our stack I think enough to play post flop. Just not the play I like to make. I think calling is fine, and I think folding is okay. And he's particularly loose, I think 3 betting is also fine. 6-5 suited, definitely defend against a cutoff hand. I just saw it. So good hand to defend. Not a good flop. I think it hits his range much more than my range. So I think I'll check fold here. And if it's not that coordinated, I think I can find some check raise in my range, but unfortunately it's just not on this flop. Maybe something like ace 10 3, maybe. Go for a check raise. So I think you should see bet I fold. Queen 10, definitely a raise, and he defended. I think because I'm in raised, so I'm gonna assume he's gonna defend quite often. I think it's okay with his stack. I think it's okay to have Queen 10 in my check raise range here. Because I'll be checking a lot of hands anyway, like Jack 10, King Jack, Ace 10, Ace 9, King 9, A 9, all those hands. And hand doesn't have showdown value like Ace 6, King 6. Anyway, so I think it's good to have Queen 10 in my checking range. So, yep, I got checked. I think betting is fine too. Betting is a standard line for protection, etc. But I think checking royale is much more efficient, I think. Unfortunately, it's turn, but this is not a turn that people want to block back to me. So I think I'll bet here for protection and for strategic betting, where he's not gonna play too tricky against me on this turn. If I check here and he bets, I'm not sure about where I am. But if I bet here, it's much easier to control on the river. I don't like to check. I think I like bet more. I think checking is okay and see the river, but I like the bets more. And just shift river. But I don't think he has any clubs at all. I don't think he has a lot of king X at all. I think if he has any king, unless it's like king 6, king 8, otherwise majority king will be betting on the turn or on the flop, like king 9, king 10, king jack. So I think I'll check, see how it goes. I'll check fold. I'll check fold here. Because sometimes he will check back with like king jack, king 10 on flop anyway. And we'll check again on turn. So yeah, unfortunately I'll check fold here. But I like to bet a turn and see how it goes on the river. Much greater than just check the turn. And I think checking a flop is fine. It's 4-6. So that's one thing that I should probably increase my raising size pre-flop a little more than min raise to like 22 or 2.5. It's something to be considered of. Queen deuce, so here if folded to me, I'll be raising to 2.5, I think. Since he defended for 6 off last time with 12 big blinds. Folded to me, I think definitely raise with Queen 9. And I think this is close to final table. I think so. Not sure if this is. No, I don't think this is final table. No, that's not it. Yeah, this is final 2 tables. In fact, this guy limped. Not sure how to make what to make out of this. I'll just shove, assuming that he's just limping with and stuff. Because I think his stack, he can afford to min raise as a trap still. So I think his limping will be something like Queen 9, Ace 5 type hand. Ace 6. Limp call. Interesting. Anyway, huge pots and gonna stay aggressive at the final 2 tables. Just gonna raise a ton, I think. So I got reshoved, and I think I found 2 tables, as the previous said, that people are carrying considerable amounts of bounties, so I don't mind raising a call here. Even though it's a showdown, it's just the bounty is worth it. It's everyone's carrying like 10 buy-ins. And I'm flipping, and if I lose, that's fine. Still gonna be raising, and hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna call here and try to pick out another bounties. And it's just a really good flop. I think that's a little big. Yep. Hopefully he has like king club or ace club or check raise shove. So I pick up big pots, not big pots, but considerable pots and a decent amount of bounties. I think it's carrying like 40, like 10 buy-ins-ish. So still playing aggressive. I am betting for protection, and I don't think it's gonna get check raise as the bluff very often. Like King Queen will not want to check raise bluff here. He will probably want to check call. So my hand's good here a lot of times because he will ship allow ace X pre-flop anyway. So my hand should be good. I should raise here. Not sure about why I'm tuning down the frequency a bit. And I tried to pick off this guy. Unfortunately, he didn't get in. And so I think this is final table. Yeah, I think this is final table. Yep. So gonna get started with final table. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 5. Yeah, maybe it's final table. Gonna stay aggressive here. Raise slightly more than min raise. And I think people will be slightly tighter at final table because this is final table. And with my stack, I should just play aggressive. Definitely ISO here because of bounties. I think he's carrying like 12 bounty-ish, 12 buy-ins. So definitely call. I don't want to just call and get squeezed, and I have to call the squeeze. It's just gonna. I think it's fine too with ace jack. Calling and hopefully they shove. But the thing is, this guy's size is a little small that they might just call with king queen we're just gonna share the equity. It sucks. So I'll rather ISO him. If this guy has slightly bigger stack, like 120k or 140k, then I'll just call a coffee that squeeze, and I can call for X jack. Yeah. So yes, king standard. So I pick another huge bounty, I think. So again, just trying to be aggressive. I don't like the 4-tier, but it's okay. I've been playing, I don't know, 5 or 6 hands. So it's okay to sometimes just 2 it down slightly. Otherwise, this is going to be a standard raise to 2.5 or 3x and ISO out of the gun raise. But I don't think I'm getting credits by raising here. And he might just beam sharp a ton. Like the frequency will be much higher than if I have good damage. Like at the moment I have very aggressive damage, so I don't get a lot of credits. But if I have more credits, much better to raise here, and they'll give me more credits. Feels I'm not very aggressive at all, or very active on the table at all. But it's not the case. I'm on least on the table, so my chances of getting limp shelf will be much higher than usual. So I think 4 is okay. I think raising is fine too. See how it goes. Then just a family part here. So it's Queen Jack. Interesting. So that's one thing to note. I'll definitely I think I will raise this Queen 5 suit and I call hijack and be blinds because of the bounties. Unfortunately, I didn't. That sucks. I think that's a really big mistake. Should be raising much often. My hand has like 0 value when checked. So I think that I'll prefer to fold. I'll prefer to bet more than checking. So I think I'll take a little step, even though, once I checked, I cannot check call and I cannot check raise. So I actually prefer slightly a bet, even though I get reshoved quite often here. I'll say 50 to 60%, 15 to 60%, yeah, somewhere around there, depending on his calling range free fall. I'll say at least 40%. So the success rate of C betting here is not really high. But I think betting is okay because it's still positive, just not as positive as I wanted. But checking is almost like a signal of giving up with A6. So here I cannot check call, I cannot check raise, I cannot do anything. So I prefer to bet the flop, even though it's not variable flop. I think check folding here is fine too. Not sure if I don't like the 4-tier. It's weird. It's a definitely call. Something wrong here. Yeah, it's definitely call. I mean, he's carrying at least like 8 buy-ins at final tables. So it's a definite call. Not sure why I folded. And it's punishment. Oh man, it's definitely a call. That's a mistake. 4-tier, and this guy probably doesn't have any 4 equity, so I'm gonna assume yes, strong hand. That's a cooler. So I guess they're aggressive. This pocket 3 is a huge mistake. Like, no matter how I look, it's bad. I didn't pick out the bounties. It's bad for chip EV, ICTV in any way. So can't do much. And again, the aggressive. I think I'll check here. Reason being, I can continue a lot of turn anyway. So checking here doesn't mean I will give out a turn when he bets. I don't want to get check raised. I think betting. I like check more here actually than betting. But compared to last scenario, I think in this scenario, I much prefer to check because I can call out turns and see how it goes. He might check a turn, I can bet turn, and can fold. Or if he bet turn, I can call and cross river. I have much more options than last scenario where I have ace-6 and queen-10-6 flop. Yeah, ace-6 and I have queen-10-3-8 flop. In this scenario, I much prefer to bet because I don't have an option on turn and river. So, yep. And, yep, I'll pause right here and we're gonna finish the final table next week, next video.